Welcome all to Let's Get It, where we attack today's local or national hottest sports topics. I'm your host, Randy Dutkin, and let's get after it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Let's Get It. I'm your host, Randy Dutkin, along with co-host and producer Jason Bryce, and always Coach Marcus Bullock, coming to you on a clear, crisp Sunday morning. The rain is out, sun is shining, and there's a lot to get into. We got on deck the Eagles and the Jets today. We got the Phillies in the NLCS. We got, of course, a little bit of James Harden news, as always. I know we are going to debate a little Aaron Nola versus Zach Wheeler. Which team is the ace? It's been a good week for Philly sports, and it's only going to continue today as the Eagles are going to definitely get a nice victory versus the Jets. But as always, before we get into it, Coach, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. All's good. Not a whole lot going on outside of the usual. So just, just staying busy. Everything's good. Good.
And Jay, how about yourself?
I'm doing really good now that my little baby girl Reagan is on here saying yay. So, hey, obviously, I don't know. She must be following the show. So, I definitely will keep it definitely more PG. But then I'm wondering, how did she get past that filter? So I gotta do some settings. But hey, Reagan, how you doing? All right. This ain't Mr. Bryce's neighborhood show. That's later on in the week. But you could stay on. It's all good. But other than that, no, I'm doing well. Rest in peace to my cousin. My cousin Nancy. She passed away. One of the last standing matriarchs of my family. By way of marriage, but the Davis family. We definitely want to keep them in prayers and in comfort. Just going, anytime you're going through something like that, man, because like my other cousin, he passed away last year, whatever. So, just a lot going on. So, but other than that, I'm here, man. And, each and every day we just thank God for the breath that we breathe, man. So I'm okay. I'm getting my Lee Iacocca on. Did I make that statement that he said? I tell you about that. I didn't. All right, I'll tell y'all toward the end of the show. All right, but anyway, yeah, getting my Lee Iacocca on, but I'm good though. What's going on?
Oh man, listen. I mean, look, condolences to your family.
Definitely,
I appreciate that.
I think it always is, like I said, when you have like that matriarch, where you have that last standing piece, it's kind of like a little bit of a reality check of like, man. Of where life goes and how precious it is.
No, true indeed. Like I think that that's something that they got to go through. It's a fraternity that none of us want to belong to. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's something that's destined to happen, and that's unfortunate. But I guess that's the beauty of life, right? You know what I'm saying? The beauty of any story or whatever. So you cherish the memories and you look forward to new beginnings and new chapters. So. That's why we thank God for everything. So, but thank you for that. I appreciate that, fellas. Yeah.
So here's a question I always ask everyone.
Sure.
All right. Getting a little off topic with sports, but we're on it.
That's all right.
Would you want to know how much time is left in your clock?
That's a great question. That might be a movie. You know what I'm saying, too? That might be a little movie that, could possibly be in the future. I don't know. I mean, it's a great question. Would I want to know? I don't think so.
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think I did. I don't, what I'm saying? Nah, I just, yeah, I don't think so.
Most people say no. I've gotten a few people that said yes.
Really?
Okay. Kind of on the fence. I'm kind of in that no, staying stage 2.
Okay.
But I was always curious to see people's responses to that. You got people that are like, oh, yeah, because if I know I only got like a month left, like I'm not going to work, forget that. Like I'm living it out.
Obviously, because, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that, but I guess that's the, I don't know what you call that. I don't know if that's called a conundrum. Like, I don't know. Like,
it is a conundrum.
That's kind of why I think that you need to live your life.
Is that the minutia? It might be. No.
Okay. Minutia's fine details. That's okay.
His explanation, what he's about to give, is the minutia.
Yes. Good point. There you go.
So it's like, like seriously, like that's why you should live your life like almost like you only had 30 days to live. Like that, you know what? Like I go in and out of that sometimes. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm living like I don't care. But then I get back to reality like, yeah, I better chill.
Exactly. And that's my thing. Like if you live every day like you only got 30 days to live, you're gonna be doing some wild stuff.
Wow, exactly.
That if you have 31 days, you're gonna be in trouble.
You're
Yeah,
in
still
big
like,
time trouble.
So you gotta like.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of weird a little bit. It's a great question though.
No, yeah, like I said, I've posed it before.
Yeah, it's a great question.
And then people are like, "Why do you bring it up?" But no, it's just a question.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
No, it's a great question.
So,
It is a really great question.
but here's another great question for you. And I know you want to get into it.
Sure.
Phenomenal. Phillies in the NLCS. Great job beating the Braves. The boy Aaron Nola stepped up. Great job. Can't take anything away from him so far in these playoffs. Zach Wheeler has pitched well also. Now, Jay, I know Zach Wheeler versus Aaron Nola. You want to give Aaron Nola his flowers?
I think he deserves his flowers. I mean, is that fair?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's, I think that he showed where even though sometimes we all have ebbs and flows to everything we do, he showed that when it matters, he's going to step up. And that to me is what makes you a great ball player, or even the ace of the staff. It's nothing to take away from Wheeler, because Wheeler had he pitched well too, but it's like it's almost like the Carson Wentz, Nick Foles debate. You know what I mean? You say you put so much value on Carson Wentz, but when it mattered the most, Nick Foles had the harder responsibility to get done than Carson Wentz.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, that's okay. It's all right. But I think Nola had it hard. Just pause. But he had it harder than Wheeler.
Why do you think it was harder than what Wheeler had to do?
So you win the first game. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can steal one.
Yeah.
Right? But it's that game 2. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, you know what? They're more locked in, and now you got to be more locked in. So you even got to be better than you were the day before. It's like the album. It's like people don't judge you by your first album. They judge you by your sophomore album. It's what you do after.
And I think that's why Wheeler had it harder, because after game 1,
Wheeler. Wasn't game 1 was Wheeler, right?
game 2 was Wheeler.
Game 2 was Wheeler.
Oh, game 1 was who?
Ranger.
Ranger pitched game 1?
Yeah,
And Ranger,
Nola,
and then it was like he pitched like 4-3, whatever it was, and then the bullpen who shut him down. So then game 2, the Braves they were like you're saying, more locked in, ready to go.
Right. Listen, look how I switch up on the fly. But game 3, though, see, I was thinking about the other series. That game 1. He pitched that game 1.
Yes.
Right. So in this series, right, I forgot now because we're in the right, that was the wild card. Now we're in the ALCS. So Wheeler did have it harder. He had it harder than Ranger.
Yes.
But Nola then had it harder than Wheeler. That's what I'm saying. Coming from behind.
I'm not trying to see. That's the thing.
What do you mean coming from behind?
Coming from behind, like, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all,
we were 1-1 coming back.
1-1 coming back here.
Yeah.
That's a pressure game.
I agree. It's
That's
pressure.
a pressure game.
I agree. It's pressure.
Pressure than the first 2. It's more pressure on that game.
Game one has the most pressure.
Yeah. Ranger delivered in game 1.
And the bullpen.
See, I always feel like you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, emotions, you know what I'm saying? Trying to fill out a team. You've seen people go on to win championships that have gave up a game 1.
But I think in the game, in the best of 5, that game 1 is big.
The game, I think, I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think the games 2 and 3 are a little.
3 is huge. 3 is a huge
It's
game.
a huge
And
game.
here's what I'll say though. I think
It's like the game 5.
This is no shot at Rob Thompson. It's no shot at Nola.
Mhm.
I think when he left Wheeler in, and I guess it was going into the 7th, he didn't do that with Nola.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I think he was like, I can't do that again.
Right.
And that's when Wheeler got. If you take away the 7th from Wheeler,
Right.
there's really no debate. Meaning they did
Right.
the exact same thing.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. He should have pulled him. You mean he should have
Yes.
pulled him after he got out of that?
If he left him in,
After because he lowered the bases, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, when he left him in that next inning, the first batter hit a hard base hit.
Hard base hit. He should have got him out.
That's what-
Should have got him out.
And then he let him
Absolutely.
go.
He let him go. Yeah.
And I think he did, and then he let him go, and then that's when it got out, not out of hand, but that's when they got in trouble.
Right.
And then I think when Nola was pitching, it was like, all right, I'm not making this mistake again,
Right.
and got him out. So I think if he and Nola was
been
great.
dominant.
Like,
He just made great pitches,
Great.
like you know what I'm saying.
He was dominant.
I mean, but he got in trouble. Don't get it
Yeah.
twisted. Like
Well, that's
I'm
what
sitting
all
there.
pitchers do.
I'm like, oh snap, yo, the fellas they gonna be clowning me, man, because he's in trouble. He got in
and
trouble.
he got out of it.
No, he got out. He made a quality pitch.
And if Aaron Nola is this version, if we get this version,
That's what. See, I don't mean this version. Like you are who you are. Like you have ups and downs.
And I
you know
agree
what
with
I'm
that.
saying?
Like if so for 2 playoffs in a row, if this is who he's going to be in the playoffs,
Right. I mean, what he was last year too, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 seasons in a row.
Okay.
2 seasons in a row. If he's going to come out and be dominant in the playoffs, I don't really care what he does in the regular season.
Right. Pitch like this. Now, what I will say is that now who called? Does the dugout call the pitches or the catcher?
a lot of times it's just JT does.
Okay, so it's real. So
Back in the day, you used to see him looking for the sign, but now with the pitch com and all they have,
so it's pretty much real Muto, right?
Yeah.
So if he called that, what was it, a slider
Current change, whatever it was.
or whatever that was for the reliever? I forget. I don't know who the reliever was that gave up that home run. He gave up the one hit home run.
Yeah.
Hart,
Whatever.
Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yo, I was going crazy at the TV. I said, wait a minute. 2 pitches before, you blew it right past him. 98. I'm like, yo, it's 3-2, right? Am I lying?
Yeah,
3-2, 2 outs.
I think in that game,
You give them everything you got.
I think in that game they made 2 bad pitches, and Atlanta hit.
And they hit him, right?
Yeah,
but that was one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was one of them. That's what gave them the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 bad.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy though. Like, I mean, they played really well, and Noah's been phenomenal. And the thing is, no matter what he does, I still don't think he gets re-signed.
But that's and that's fine. And he can come to the Yankees, so we need the pitching.
well-
So that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a travesty because if you heard the broadcasters what they were saying, oh, he's pretty much been reliable this whole time. And, you know, he's really underappreciated in Philly.
No,
blah,
I mean,
blah, blah, blah,
he is.
this, and that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure why, you know, he has, I mean, all pitches go up and down. Wheeler's been good. He had a no. He gave that up. And dare I say that, why he got the hit? He hung the curve or something?
Yes.
He hung that curve.
Yeah.
That's what it was, right?
When he shouldn't have thrown a curve.
He should, but I thought the previous pitch or whatever, I thought that was strike 3 though.
That's what made it worse.
See, that's why I thought that was strike 3.
That's what made it worse. Yes, I agree.
It was the same pitch.
That's what made it worse.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's only a matter of time before they go to a remote umpire, like
Oh, you mean like to check the signal
behind
and
home
stuff?
plate, because because even as a Phillies fan, like, what was this? The strike to end the game? Like, I didn't even think the guy went. Now I know that's something that is on the eye, but you know, there's got to be some kind of, like, I know with all the technology, you hate to say it, but like there should be sensors that can be put in.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, go ahead, Coach.
But you know what's crazy about that, and I agree. But when you see the stats that they get wrong, like they'll miss like 3 pitches the whole game, which
unless
is
you got like a
insane.
guy like
Wow,
unless you got
that's
like
crazy.
Angel
It's
Hernandez.
insane.
who's,
That's
like,
really good.
horrendous.
That's
You
really
know what I
good.
mean?
But you're right. Like you're sitting there 100 pitches, and they were 95 out of 100.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm okay with that.
They're really good.
Yeah.
And the one they missed was a half a centimeter off. Like, so it's. I mean, there's definitely some times where you're like, that's crazy, but
Right.
I think they do a pretty good job.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I just like I'm rooting. I'm behind this team, man. You know, my Yankees are not in it. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me support my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing good baseball. You know, so you know,
I think they're in for it though against the Diamondbacks.
right? See, and that's what I'm saying. That's the Philly fan. It's, you know what I mean? No, I don't think nothing. I think we got what it takes to get the job done.
No,
and I think we're going to get it done.
I mean,
my quick question, though, I want to ask you: what do you think about this Bryce Harper thing with him trying to score? Do you like it or you don't like it? With the game too.
Oh, I liked it. I had no problem.
I mean, you know what? I liked it too.
I had no problem.
You know what? And it's because if it was a different type of hit, because that was a miraculous catch.
Yeah, it's a good catch.
So if it was a different type of hit and he does that, then I'm feeling some type.
Correct,
of
but here's my only thing as a baseball guy. He should have been on second, right? Watching the
enough
play.
time.
Because if that ball hits off his glove or whatnot, chances are he's still going to score.
Right.
And then he could have gotten back in time. But in that moment, I understand. You see the ball off the bat, you're just going. So I'm not blaming him.
Yeah, and also he slipped coming back. So if
Right.
he doesn't
Oh, he did slip?
if he doesn't
Yes.
slip, he might be
Okay.
saved.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was an incredible play
It was
by
an
Riley.
incredible
was.
play.
It was.
It reminded me of the Jeter play
It
back in
was.
the day.
Yeah.
And I think Castellanos was hitting what, 7th?
Yeah.
So now you have the 8 hitter coming up. Like,
Yeah. You know, Castellanos, he's not really a personality, huh?
He's a
Castellanos.
I love his mentality.
Nah, but it comes across
everybody
a little smug.
wants everybody
he's
wants
definitely-
yes.
It's like a little
Definitely.
smug and it's
Everybody
like,
wants
rude.
yeah, no, he's a
Yeah, he's I'm looking at my man
Yes.
interviewing him, and I'm like,
then he was like, where's the question?
right,
Where's
like,
the question?
I'm like, wow, like,
So the funny thing is though,
yo,
everyone
I tell you, Cam and Mace won't play
wants
that though if they would have it.
but everybody wants that on your team. If he's on your team, you're like, I love this guy. And if you're
but
playing,
you know, he's trying to have that coat, job's not finished, job's not done.
Right.
He's trying
Okay.
to have that mentality.
Okay.
Because every time he hits a home run, he's putting up the ring finger. Like, this is what
Okay.
we're here for. Like, he's trying to have that.
Trying to let everybody
I
know.
mean,
This is
the
what it
funny thing is
I
because
got you.
he's got a great thing going. His son's there at the games, which is awesome.
Okay,
you know,
well,
every
I
time.
don't know. He just seems a little smug to me.
No, he does. But listen, when you're doing what he's doing, he can be whatever he wants to be right now.
No, I don't think he can. But I mean, but okay. I mean, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But so I do like it too. I like the play, and then I also like the stare down. So I wasn't sure because I'll be honest with you, even if because you couldn't help but for a second say, "Damn, Bryce." Why you just saying get back in time? You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, no,
we're
I did.
fans.
I did,
We're
yeah.
fans and wanting to win. But you know what? That game we lost off that home run.
Yeah.
You already knew.
And we had 11 guys that you left on
already-
base.
right,
It
you
should have been
already knew.
it should have been 8-0.
You already knew that you were going to lose that game.
Yeah.
because because the tide had turned.
Mhm.
And usually it happens like that when you got a no, then you give it up. It's like, so really nobody came out to like calm him down, to relax him a little bit, because I'm sure he's disappointed in his mind, like,
Right.
damn, it's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so it's a lot going on, but at the same time, like I said, I'm comfortable with the way he played. But then for the Braves to start talking that smack, though.
Well, my thing is though, like, and they were talking about, oh, what's in the locker room should stay there, blah blah blah. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Those days are over.
Yeah,
Right,
like
right.
we
Social
know,
media.
Now,
baby.
if we have a team meeting, that stays in the locker room.
right?
But when it's just that, those days are over, man. Like, that's not reality anymore.
But that stare down was cold.
Yeah, that's dope.
It was like, you know, and that's the thing about this team is they have that swagger. But you know, let's say I think it's pretty tough. I think the way that we handle the Braves though is unreal.
Yeah, but that was a team that you were afraid of.
Yeah,
And they,
I mean-
and they actually should have swept them.
yeah, they should have. I mean,
sweet.
the Braves were really good. I mean, I know now there's all this argument. Oh, well, the playoff system is not set up well for these teams, and
Right.
they go cold. You know, I don't really agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
You know,
listen to that,
because
you know what I'm
then
saying?
what was it? I know Brian Snitker said, well, obviously didn't matter for the Astros, or
Right,
you
that's what I'm saying.
know,
I'm not even worried about that. That's just, you know what I mean? That's just rhetoric or noise or whatever. I do think that we win this. I told you, I said, I think we can win. Right? I said it. I think we can win. Because there's something about, it's just a gut feeling I got. And maybe I started at the greatest Philly sports weekend. I maybe it started then, you know what I'm saying? And it's been carrying over. I don't know.
Could be.
But it's a good time for Philly sports. Would you say so?
I think it's a very good time.
Very
for
good
those
time,
sports, yes.
right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but these Phillies, I want them to win, though.
You know what? Listen, they have. Do you remember the old all burgundy uniforms that they had?
Nah, I'm not a fan like that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
But
like
the
they're-
dark burgundy
they were all maroon
with the P,
with the white.
with the white P.
Yes,
Yeah, I do remember, though.
I was
I'll
like,
get that.
they should bring them out Monday night. I think that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I'd probably get one of them jerseys.
I was surprised they wore the blue ones.
That's the Thursday uniform.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the powder blue, too.
Oh, we got a local boy going against them Monday. Zach Gallen from Bishop Eustace.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's with...
he's with Arizona.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, you should have stayed home. You know what I'm saying? No, it's all love, though,
Yeah.
you know, afterwards or whatever. But right now, I'm like, yo, nah, you in the way. you in the way, yo.
Oh no, yeah. Listen,
He's
there's
in the
there's
way.
no love lost.
No, he's in the way. He's
I
in
know
the
guys
way.
that are friends with him, and they're like, "Listen, this week we're not."
He's
we're
in the
not
way.
friends.
He's in the way. What are you doing that? What are you doing that?
Wait. You have guys that are friends with this guy who want to see him lose?
Because they're Phillies fans.
Nah. If that was my boy,
There you go.
if that was my boy,
There you go.
if that's a close friend of mine, that's my team.
What if your close friend gets on the Yankees?
That's my team.
So no more on the Red Sox.
That's my team.
That's what I'm talking about.
For
Okay.
example,
Loyalty.
Kwesi Dawson-Mensa,
Okay.
Cherry Hill East guy, now the GM of the Vikings. I was cool with him, not super close, so it's not my team.
Right.
But his boys,
Right.
Vikings through and through.
Wow. I got you.
From all like my one guy, he's a Bills fan.
Okay.
I mean, he's still a fan of the Bills, but
More Vikings.
if the Bills play the Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how
I agree
close
with
they are,
I
but
got you. No, I got you. You know what? And
I guess you're right. Though. I guess you're right. If one of my boys,
I'll be the same way.
I guess.
So if one of your people that was a part of the team, not just like the team, but they were a part, they had like a position.
Like what kind of position? Like in the
Does the position matter? Or?
Yeah, like that
if
situation.
If he's a
GM.
ticket salesman, I don't know. If he's
Okay.
a ticket salesman,
Oh.
like if he's affecting winning, yeah.
What if he's like hip hop? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, what if he's like one of the mascots?
I'll get tickets, but I'm not changing my family.
Okay, so you would get behind him.
All of a
No,
sudden,
I'll be there. I'll
Okay.
support.
he's like Sir Purr for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, but if they're playing my team, like sorry,
No, that's not happening.
No.
Okay.
Listen, I think it's going to be a good one. No, I mean, I know people. It's interesting. I was reading an article yesterday on one of these, or not. I was watching it. Who Breeze article? I'm just saying. I was watching the podcast, and the guy was like, "Oh, I love Bryce Harper, but he took Mike Trout's ring," and I'm like, "What is he even talking about?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, well, Trout should have been here. That should have been the guy," and it's like, no. Like, just because he's from Jersey doesn't mean they took his ring.
Yeah, we you know what we're on different algorithms. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be watching them. I don't be watching. Things don't come up on my timeline.
You didn't see that podcast?
See that boy.
I mean, it was one of those like, I didn't know who it was, but it came up.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. You know what? Listen. What did you? What's that comment? We all in the group chat, whatever. What did he say? You said that what? Because I had to ask my
He
guy.
said he's the most clutch player in Philadelphia history.
Right. And I'm like, wait a minute, get out of here. So then I go, because now everybody, when you work in the area, come on, everybody. After the Phillies win, everybody got the powder blue Schmidt on, this and that. Everybody. Kelly Green, everybody. So my man Shane Rowan, and shout out to him, great teacher. I asked him, I said, listen, what you think about, this question? Let me ask you a question. You think Bryce Harper is... he said he's slowly trending that direction.
I'll agree with that.
He said he's trending in that direction.
Who is it?
I don't even.
So that's. I mean,
It has to be a chance because
that's what I was
my-
gonna say.
it does have to be a champion.
My thing was like I think Nick Foles has got a little more than Bryce Harper.
He could.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great. It's a great. I would put.
You got to win. You got to win something.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Dr.
there
J.
yet. I'm not there. Who?
Dr. J.
Dr. J could be considered that. Maybe Mike Schmidt.
But hold on, just because you win doesn't mean you're clutch though.
Right.
So that's what has to also be analyzed. Like, did you have the moment? Did you have that?
But you got to. So
no,
you
I'm
mean
saying
just because you don't win the whole thing is what you're saying?
no. I'm saying just because you won doesn't make you clutch.
That's true.
Okay, that's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So it can't just be they won a championship, so he's the clutch guy. No.
Okay.
It's got to be somebody who won and had the moment. Like Nick Foles had the moment.
He had the moment.
Yeah.
He's clutch though. And he had the moment.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
He
okay,
had the
right.
clutch moment. That's
Right,
what I'm saying.
Clutch moment.
By
absolutely.
moment, I mean being clutch.
Yeah.
See, AI, he did, but that's the one that's like, because he is, I think
He brought it. He did it with a team that had no business being.
that had no
Yes,
business, right?
yeah.
And that's clutch.
Yeah. And he had some moments.
And even game one, that's like, that's like our title.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, it is. It
Like
is.
we celebrate that. I thought they had like a little memory, a little 2001 step over Lou Day game type theme day. You know what I'm saying? Like That's like our last title, man. You know what I mean? So, but it might be somebody in hockey.
I mean, it could be. Like,
I'd have to go back and look.
But you talking about like when were they the
70s, 80s,
70s, 80s, right?
Yeah.
When they was winning championships, right?
Yeah,
they win one.
they won one or
No,
two.
they haven't won. They haven't won in a while.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh,
I think they haven't won since '74.
really?
Yeah,
They didn't win with Ron Hextall and
no.
Oh.
They went to one Stanley Cup.
That
in
team's the same
97.
as the '93 Phillies. They were just everybody loved them.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they weren't.
exactly.
so then you can't even include them.
No,
Yeah.
So who do you include? It's probably somebody from the Philadelphia Soul.
I mean, it might be.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
It might be. I mean,
it's not Bryce Harper though.
I think he's trending. I think
After all this, he's got to be in the conversation. We can't come up with anybody.
And that's probably why he's trending up. You know what I'm saying? Because he hasn't. How long has he been here?
This is his fourth season.
In 4 years,
I
you've
know.
become the most clutch already.
I don't know if that's.
It wasn't much going on then here.
But I think
He's
I mean,
had some moments.
yeah.
Some clutch moments. Yeah, I guess he has though.
But it's like
Yeah.
the thing is, you just
Yeah.
like the fact that he also lives up to the moment and does it is what makes it too. Like it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't, like I said the other day, like I couldn't believe he homered again. I was like, wow.
Well, he does have a ring though, right? With the Nationals, right?
No,
No, he was here.
he was here.
I think it was the year he left.
Yeah, they did. They won.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? He didn't get that with Strasburg?
No,
Where is Strasburg?
retired. He just retired this year.
Really?
Injuries.
Oh, he was tough though.
He was. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could, if you're going to look at like players on the team, I mean, in that other Phillies run, I mean, you got Howard, you got Rollins, you know.
I don't remember any like.
How many moments?
I got a couple moments for Rollins, but I mean, nothing. I mean, Harper, yeah. You have to look into it, though. But I think you're right. Trending in the right
Trending in
direction.
the right direction.
You know.
That's the Shane. We're gonna call it the Shane Rowan answer. Trending in the right direction. Because that to me, I was like, wow, now, you know what? That's better than saying like he's there. Like, nah, hell no. Nah. Not yet. But you can't come up with nobody else though.
Right.
I know. We can't.
So I don't know. So, but let's go Phillies though. They're gonna get it done. And them Eagles is getting busy too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They got the Jets today. I mean,
See, that's always tough for me. It's tough. I'm gonna root for somebody in green. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I often say that this is the battle. This is the game I wanted to go to be honest with you. Until Rodgers went down and I didn't want to go no more. Because I won't go see Zachary. That I won't go do. I won't go see Zachary. It's not happening. But I will say this. I still don't feel like the Eagles are firing on all cylinders. And they're still undefeated. And they will be after today.
yeah,
Just play defense, though.
they do, but they don't have.
But Philly
any-
play D, too.
Yeah.
So,
They're missing some guys though.
Yeah.
cool, Philly.
Yeah. You got no.
Where's
Slay.
Jenkins?
What?
What's his name? Is it Jenkins?
Not
Malcolm Jenkins?
Not what the team is.
What's his name?
Even going for some
Yeah,
years.
Oh, my God. No, not Jenkins. What's my man name? Number 7.
Hassan
Hassan
Reddick.
Reddick.
Reddick, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Reddick at? He's on. Is he?
He had a big play last week.
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He had a big play last
No, they're
week.
missing Slay and
Jalen Carter.
yeah, Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Slay, you know,
Zachary won't find him anyway.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm not that
Yeah,
concerned.
you're not concerned. Zachary's terrible.
I say lay the line with the.
You know what? There needs to be, and listen, I'm a New Yorker through and through. But I think it's an interesting debate. Like, who's worse, Zachary Wilson or Daniela Jones?
Oh,
Daniela.
you know what?
I think I'm
Who
serious.
do they play today? Because he's not playing. That's another line I take.
What he's not, who Danielle?
I don't know. The Eagles are only minus 6.5.
I don't think they're going to score that much. That's the thing.
You got a game going right now. You got that morning.
The Jets play D.
I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be nothing crazy.
Yeah, but they're really playing well. I'm really excited about. I got the Eagles and the Phillies winning the Phillies winning the World Series. Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I've said it.
I mean,
The city will burn down.
yeah.
I've said
It's
it.
already burned.
I've
oh,
said
the
it.
Giants are going to they're playing at the Bills. New York, New York.
Back near Battle, New York.
Battle, New York. You're the only person.
Yeah, but that's a tough one too. You know,
That is oh my gosh.
Tough one.
It's a 15-point line.
Never mind. I might not take that.
Okay.
Oh
for who?
God.
For the Bills.
Yes.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Eagles
terrible.
Eagles at -6.5. I'll take that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I got the Eagles winning without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing well.
But you're right though. They're not firing on all cylinders, and they're still
Not like it's still some, but I still like the energy behind the team. I just don't get the feeling anytime that I'm watching the game that the Eagles are in a world of trouble and they're not going to find their way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got the confidence in knowing, okay, they just got to get busy and they're going to get busy. You know what I'm saying? So, and I watched it, you know what I'm saying? So you sort of, you actually were able to see the real excitement.
I did see the natural excitement.
Really, you know what I'm saying? Being a part. Like, I'm into the games, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to get me a jersey. Just to support. I like Hurts, man. I thought about a brown one too, though. Brown one would have been a nice jersey. Or who's number 6? Devonta?
Yeah.
I like that one too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get one of them joints. Though.
There you go. I think you go Hurts.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ain't gonna be Carson.
No, I don't think they make Kelly Green Carson.
Is he out the league?
He is out of the league.
Oh, that's a shame. The Jets didn't even give him a look.
No.
Yeah. It's terrible.
The Rodgers you were saying about with the Jets, I mean, they say he's working his way back. Have you ever watched the Pat McAfee show?
No. I've seen him because I think he's made his media announcements on there, but I haven't really watched it or tuned in.
Okay,
I've seen it.
Yeah, not a fan.
Not a fan.
Okay.
I think he tries too hard.
I think he does do a lot of gimmicky stuff.
Okay.
You know,
He's on it though. He's like a regular, right?
He's got his own show.
I'm talking about Rodgers.
Oh yeah, they just said he gets paid
$1 million a show.
$1 million a show to come on.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So, and I think he makes all his like announcements, everything is on that show, Pat McAfee or whatever. But listen, Rodgers. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for the Jet fans, to be honest with you. I really wanted to, see something special happen in New York, but also in Jersey. That would be interesting. Where did the Giants have the parade at when they won?
I don't know.
It's got to be New York.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be New York.
Gotta be.
You don't think they go to New York and then they got to take like a little detour to downtown Newark or something like that? Or you know what I'm saying?
That's not really a detour. That's a whole nother trip.
That's interesting though, because most of what do you do? Like, what do you do?
Most of the times they end at the stadium.
They end at the stadium.
Yeah,
but I doubt they're going from like Midtown, uptown to the George Washington Bridge over to East Rutherford, New Jersey. That's not happening.
probably not.
No, that's not happening. But yeah. So I mean, I thought that was going to be good for them, but nah. They, Jets. I mean, they're hanging well. You know what I'm saying? Considering the fact that Rodgers is down, they're still hanging well. But Zachary is just it's I don't know. But I will say that I think I have more faith in Zachary than Daniel. They call him Danny Crimes.
I mean, I guess I'd say that. I mean, because at least Wilson can at least throw the ball a little bit.
Danny could throw. He just gets like, you know what? I don't think his offensive line likes him. I think that's what the problem is. They don't like to me, if you're a quarterback, right? If I'm a quarterback and I'm getting like demolished and I'm running scared for my life, I promise you, I would be, first, I'm going to take everybody out on the offensive line and ask them, what is this shit? What is going on? Because that's why you getting hit. There's a disconnect somewhere. To me, I think the ones that have the good offensive line, they got a good relationship with the quarterback.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't forget your liberty you're trying to avoid.
Oh, I was going to go to that game I thought about today.
I think that's the best of 5, right?
Yeah. They have to win tonight.
They have to win today. Yeah.
The Aces is crazy, though.
Tough.
Oh, my gosh.
Tough.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And Candace Parker's not even playing.
Oh, it don't even look like the Liberty even belong, to be honest with you. But Come on, we're gonna cheer them on. You know what I mean? So, and shout out to all female sports, female, all stuff. You know what? Sometimes, and I've been a victim of it myself.
Might be a lie. I mean, I'll never really bet on WNBA, but
Really?
we got Las Vegas -2. That might be
Yeah.
Ace's line.
Well, I don't really, I've never really been into female sports. Even though I'm a man that has daughters, you know what I'm saying? But I've gotten into them and they don't get the recognition that they deserve. And I think that sometimes we all need to share in the coalition of bringing notoriety to these females. Because there's some phenomenal athletes.
Oh, absolutely.
Phenomenal athletes, phenomenal game. Like outside, I mean, even though they was getting they behind beat, but I'm watching the Aces, I'm like, yo, just the way they move the ball, the way they play. And it's like, if it go, once they get hot, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So, not just them, but just any sport, even on all levels, though, I don't think we give enough notoriety to that, enough exposure. And I think we need to do that some more too. You know what I mean? We definitely do. Especially like even at because I know like last year I was going to a couple of the Penns Grove High School girls basketball games, and they coached by Jen Denby and Assistant T, and I think last year was Daewoo as well too. But they did a great job, just kind of motivating the girls. And like I said, I always talk about this one play where when we always say when we talk on the sidelines and coach. I mean, you've seen me a bunch of games talking my junk on the sideline, right? So we on the sideline. What are you doing? What are you doing? And she called and she made a decision. And everybody was like, yo, what are you like? If they ain't say it out loud, they said it to themselves or to whoever was sitting next to them, like, yo, but you know what? Only she knew that genius because she knew what was going to happen, whatever. It's like you take those chances. And the fact that she was able to do that and they still led them to victory, it's just like, yo, you know what? There's magic that happens sometimes in these sports, and it happens with the girls' sports too.
Well, yeah.
And they need that recognition, straight up.
If you know your team sometimes too, like you roll with your gut, you roll with it.
Which is why I was upset why that pitcher didn't go at the dude with your best pitch. 3-2, 2 outs.
No, I agree.
You make this pitch, you're out of the inning. What are you going to go with? Your best stuff? Or your second or third best pitch?
I don't.
What you gonna go with?
I also don't understand. I mean,
it's mano y mano.
I don't know where Craig Kimball has been though. Like,
where's your boy at?
Who?
Archie
on a couch somewhere. Archie's on a couch somewhere. We got Matt Strom closing out the game.
You know who need to be on the couch?
Who?
Jimmy.
I'm torn about this.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, he made his comment. You got to bring it up. But he's going to say
I'm curious. I'm Coach, you got me curious.
I'm not curious about those. Okay. I'm curious about why is everybody upset with what he just said?
Well, I wouldn't say I was upset about it. It's just one of those things where, here we go. Like it's going to be an ongoing. I'm not as a Sixers fan. I brought it up, but like, it's going to be, to me, it's just, okay, here, this is an ongoing storyline.
So this is the first time he's spoken, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Since the season
he really didn't say anything that inappropriate.
So he's been, from our understanding, he missed media day, missed the first day of practice. Ever since then, he's been there, been doing what they asked him to do.
Doing what we got to do.
So then the first time he talks, of course, everybody's going to ask him about it. So he's speaking on it. I'm not agreeing with anything. I'm not saying I'm happy he's here. I'm not saying any of that. But I don't think since he's been back, I feel like he's done everything.
That's all you could ask for.
Okay, but so oftentimes the fan, this is a great quote. Well, I don't think I say it's a great quote, but it's a great revelation. The fan's experience kind of switches between realities of being either the coach or the player. Right? So when you sit in that seat, you think you're either the coach or the player. So maybe you're not mad as the coach, but as the player, Are you mad?
As another player on the team?
Yes, I think you're mad.
I honestly, with the way the NBA is these days, I don't even think these guys think about it.
No, I don't.
But then I think that's sad then, right? Because to me, and everybody in America knows that when you have negative energy on one part of the team, the whole team is going to suffer.
There's no question.
But we talked about this before, though, and Coach, you brought up the point that like everyone in that locker room kind of understands what he's looking for and understands his business angle of things.
No, I disagree.
I think everybody in that organization is prepared to play without him.
Right now,
I think they're preparing to play without him.
Right.
So I don't think it's like, oh, he's back, yes, and everybody in the locker room is like, oh, we're ready to go now, and then he's not going to. No, I think everybody knows good and well that, and I think on opening day he's not going to be there.
Oh, you think he'll be gone?
No, I don't know if he's going to be.
Oh, he's just not going to be there. Yeah, because and back to that point, because you can't have that negative energy.
Right, because or he may play game one and they're like, okay, you're not all in.
Yeah, you just can't have that.
Yeah.
You just can't have it. That's why I would be upset. So I think it's one of those things like, it's like loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if me and you somewhere, we out somewhere and, you know, something happened or whatever, we get into it, whatever, with some other people, whatever. My loyalty automatically is going to side with you. We're going to always have a public display of loyalty. But once we're out of the public, I may say, yo, what were you doing? Yo, why would you think that was cool to do XYZ, boom, 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 boom? Like, yo, you might have caused this, boom, boom, boom. But that's outside of the public display. Sure. So I do think that the people on his team, they're all saying the right things, but somebody got to be like, yo, Jay's like, yo, son, what's good? Like,
and we talked about this last week, I think. There's nobody in this locker room that's going to do that.
No.
Because they're all his yes.
Because it would be PJ.
Yeah.
He was this guy.
Yep.
I don't think Embiid's built like that.
And that's the problem.
Right? And then who else is there? You know who it would be, but he's not important enough to do it anymore?
Tobias.
Danny Green.
Oh, Danny Green.
He's not important. He can't do it. He can't. He's not.
You think he's competent? If he at one point he has that like that.
I think he's a leader.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I think he views himself as a vet. He views himself as supposed being there for the locker room. But I don't think the fact if he was here this whole time, I think he might say something.
Right.
But because he just got back, he's really not even in the rotation. Like, who are you? Like,
right.
It's gonna be tough for him.
You think Elton could have a conversation with him?
No. I think Elton.
I think his time. Do you think his time has passed?
Like, I mean, I think he just when they brought in Morey, he just got neutered. Like,
okay.
who are you?
I mean, yeah, he did.
He got Will Smith.
Is that? Oh my God!
I know.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
She just keeps making.
I know. I was just watching that this morning. Like that. I ain't know like that.
So she
said that's the first time he called my ex-wife in years.
Right. Which then questions. You know what she did though? She's smart. See, Stephen A. I was listening to some points of view, right, and they were saying that how she's emasculating him to be able to make $1. And I get that angle. But the clinical angle, which I think I like that. I write that down. The clinical angle, ladies and gentlemen. That might be coming. That might be a new show. The clinical angle. I got to write that down, bro. But listen, I'm serious. But listen, the clinical angle,
I didn't know you had the notepad.
Yes, the clinical angle. I got to write it down right away. That's what kids with ADHD have to do, man. The clinical
HAJLD. Yeah.
Yo, but listen, the clinical angle of that is what she did was she absolved herself from any wrongdoing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Because he went up there because like, yo, that's my wife. And she like, oh, but you ain't been acting on like you my husband. Like, yo, you the first time you called me your wife. So it's like it separates her from the equation.
Yeah.
And it's like, it even more is like, it was all him.
I mean,
Like, he wasn't even acknowledging me as his wife. So who's he fronting for?
right. And it makes
You
him
know
look
what I'm saying?
even more, it makes him look so silly.
Nah, it's foul, yo.
That's the clinical
It's foul.
angle.
The clinical angle. That's coming. Ooh, I like that. Thank you, Father, for that one. The
No,
clinical
I like it too.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
And I know it's going to be a hit now. Sorry.
No, it
Nah,
is.
But damn. But damn. It still vibrates. But anyway, a pause. But yeah, so no, but I think with James, to me, it's just like, yo, they have to get rid of him. He cannot he's not going to buy in. When he's still making comments like, oh, the front office, it's like a bad marriage. Anything in life, it's a bad marriage when you don't trust people. How about we don't trust you, dude? We don't trust you. You didn't come through. How come there's a narrative out there that's been out there that says in big moments, you shrivel up. And in big moments, what have you done in Philly? You shrivel up. You don't meet the moment, but yet you I gotta take care. It just reminds me of like Latrell Sprewell.
That's what I would be interested to know and I don't think we know this yet, what the promise that he made was.
Yeah.
Right? And if cause it definitely had something to do with here, take less money this year so we can go get these guys. And then it should have been, if this all works out, you'll get paid at the end.
I'm sure it was.
Or was it just take less money this year, and then I'll get you your money next year? Those are two different things.
Okay. How much did he opt in for? 36 million?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. So if you can't take care of your family.
Well, no.
It's not about that.
Hold on. 1 year at 36 or 4 years at 200 is a big deal.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
No,
Like
it is.
yeah.
So you think that Moray told him that he will get a long-term deal?
That's what I think. I mean, that's what it has to be. What else could it be?
Yeah.
But it should have been, I'll get you your deal if this works out and we have success.
I think that it all went astray when the Rockets didn't want him.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I love this show, Cam and Mace. I love Cam and Mace
We can
show.
tell.
Okay. I love this show, right? But this is the clinical angle too. And Mace brought this up, that sometimes when people, the way they respond to crisis or problems, you can tell who might have been dominant in the home, who was prominent in their rear ring. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you went to the Rockets and he went to the Rockets and he didn't get what he want, and then I think he just like, yo, listen, Daryl, that didn't work out. So, you got to get me done. You got to get something done, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the issue was, because he was supposed to go to the Houston Rockets. We was hearing that back during last season in December, right? Sixers were rolling. Then all of a sudden,
It was right before Christmas.
right? All of a sudden you hear James Harden's going back to the Rockets. Word? Like that? Okay, so now when he says, "Oh, well, I had intentions of retiring a Sixer," you're talking shit. You're just BSing, and that's all he does.
So what's the
He's
clinical
going with him.
Yeah.
The clinical angle is that we should have never got him, and I'm on record, and y'all too, y'all my brothers, but you can't deny it.
No,
I'm on record saying that it was going to be worse at the end than it was in the beginning with getting him. Okay? I said, I think we would be worse off. I think we are. We're worse than we were with Ben Simmons.
Well, you see Ben, a little fadeaway jumper.
We're worse than we were with Ben Simmons.
When he wasn't playing?
Yes. We're worse.
Well, I mean,
we're worse.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay.
I mean, Ben's turning this
Maxi's
game.
nowhere near as good as he was. No, Maxi was nowhere near as he was then. He's way better now. And I think Harden did have something to do with that.
Harden did help him. I'm not saying that. Yeah, okay. But he was already on the come up. He was untradeable back then.
Well, in the
Who had this debate? Somebody had this debate the other day. I forget who it was, and they were like, "There's like 3 players in the NBA that are untradeable."
Okay, yeah, no, and we did talk about that. I think we're worse off, man. Because at least you had Maxey. You had Maxey. You still had.
Don't say who I think you're gonna
Come
say.
on,
Don't, like
you know what I'm gonna say.
he's a bench. Like no,
but he's a key piece
They
though.
can't play together.
They did play together though.
They can't. They cannot for a season. That cannot be your 1
They
and
was
2.
playing-
You're gonna get killed.
Okay, but you still had pieces though. Did you feel like we gave up some pieces for Benjamin Simmons to get Jimmy Harden. We gave up pieces.
What did we give up? I don't even remember the trade anymore.
We gave up Ben.
Seth.
We gave up
Seth.
We gave
Yeah.
up Seth. There was somebody else too, but Seth was the critical piece.
Oh, he's due.
How critical is?
I mean, Seth Curry.
It was a
If you're
shooting.
relying on Seth Curry to be your critical piece, you probably need more.
I'm relying on the shooting.
Yeah, but you probably
The
still need more.
shooting aspect.
You still
shooting. That's why he stays in the league. That's why Danny Green's in the league. Because he could shoot.
he can't shoot anymore.
He still get he could still shoot. Or even
When
just,
Danny Green shoots the ball, what do you say yourself?
he about to miss
I hope this
I hope
goes.
it's going. You ain't
When-
lying.
2 first-round picks: Simmons, Curry, and Drummond.
Our first round picks were trash.
Yeah,
Okay, because we
yeah,
finished
they're
high,
25th
right.
or something like that. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So and then we got James Harden. Who else we got?
Paul Millsap.
Right. Who's no longer right.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. James Harden, Paul. Yeah.
That was it.
Right. So Daryl did that deal, which was to help Jimmy out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So then that's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. I don't want to go into their relationship because I don't know nothing about it. But at the end of the day, it's Embiid's team. And Embiid does need to go up to James and say, yo, listen, man, like, yo, if y'all can't work that out, cool. Let's just play, bro. Let's just play, bro.
Somebody made a great point. I don't know who it was, and said, if Embiid wanted Harden here, do you think they would offer him a long-term contract?
Yes.
That's a good point.
If Embiid was like, no, yo, give him his money,
Yeah.
what do you think they would do?
I think they'd give him his money.
Yep. But I think Embiid said he's not everybody's used to the same James Harden. He's not the James Harden of old.
Right, which he showed.
But he wants money like he is. That's the issue.
Because this is his last opportunity.
He wants money.
No, I agree. I'm not
That's a great.
I'm not taking Harden's side at all. I'm just saying I don't think he has acted or said anything wild since the second day of training game. I think it's actually been pretty quiet.
No, well, from him not saying nothing.
It's just in general. It hasn't been like Ben Simmons with his phone in his pocket at practice.
Oh, right.
They said he's practicing hard. He's doing everything. Like, so it seems like.
Yeah.
So it's been quiet, and I don't think that's gonna translate to the season at all. At all.
You don't think he plays at all?
I think he's doing that to show good faith, and now trade me. What needs to happen? The only saving grace in this is if the Clippers start off slow. It's the only good thing that can happen. Because then they're gonna be like, all right, we gotta change something. But if the Clippers start winning, or
so somebody said something about Miami. I don't think he has what it takes to be in Miami. In my opinion. No. It's just, so who do we get for him? Who's going to come? I don't think it's anybody.
Exactly.
I think that's why I say send him home.
well, no, that's what I think. I think he may play tomorrow in the preseason. He's supposed to play.
Okay.
No, that's not true. He's not
I
supposed
think he's supposed to play Friday, I think.
Well, Nick Nurse said, are him and Embiid going to play? And he said, well, yeah, they're scheduled to play, but I wouldn't bet my money on it. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
So, meaning they're not playing.
Yeah, play, right.
So, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But here's what I do know. I know that this is getting in the way. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's like I said, I don't even know who could we have? Who?
I don't think anybody wants Harden. That's the problem.
No, they want Harden, but they don't want him for the money or what we want in return. And then that leaves us with no point guard. And I do agree that I think Maxi's better off the ball.
Maxey has to be our point guard.
Yeah.
If we're in the future, he has to be the point. He has to be.
Because he's undersized.
Yeah,
As a two.
because you have to be able to put somebody next to him that can defend and shoot.
But Maxi and Harden work.
Not really, not defensively, really.
Not really, you're right about that.
That's
You're
why
right.
Melton was so important.
Yeah. Now, see, Maxi and Melton works.
Mm-hmm.
He do
does,
work,
but
though.
don't you think we need somebody better than Melton,
Melton,
as a
yeah.
starter?
Nah, I hear you. You're right. You're right. Yeah, especially as a two.
Yeah, I mean Melton's tough, and I think he's the piece. I agree,
Yeah.
but I don't think I think we need to be the team that we want to be.
Yeah.
I think we need somebody just
Yeah.
better.
So I think you start the season with Maxi and Melton.
Yeah, I agree.
Maxi, Melton, Tobias, and be Tucker or Oubre.
It's going to be PJ to start, but I think by the end of the season it's somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe Oubre.
Maybe.
Yeah. He looks all right.
Yeah,
Yeah. He can't shoot though.
not like that.
Not like that. Yeah. Very streaky.
You know who looked unbelievable? It was Wembayama.
Did he really? I didn't watch
He
it though.
looked so
He's really-
it like it was on a video game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's playing well.
I watched a little bit of the first preseason game with the Sixers. And they were trying to win too, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just gave up too many shots, whatever. And then Kevin Pritchard is, he's feeling good. He signed his deal. So his name not Kevin Pritchard, Peyton Pritchard. You know what I'm saying?
He's tough.
Yeah, he is. He's tough. He's good. He's good. Boston has a nice little team. You know what I'm saying? You can't sleep on Boston either. But I feel like Philly was right
Drew
there.
Holiday off the bench.
Huh?
We're talking about bringing Drew Holiday off the bench.
And starting who?
Derek White, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, and Horford.
Yeah, that's dumb.
So
Yeah, that's dumb. Not for Derek, right? That's dumb. Why though? Doesn't make sense. Now I heard they bringing CP3 off the bench.
So Draymond's hurt right now,
Oh yes.
so he's starting
Okay.
right now.
Oh, okay.
And I think what's going to happen is they're going to see how that goes with him out, and then when Draymond comes back, if it's going well, then I'm sure they'll just keep Draymond coming off the bench. But if it's not, it gives them an easy out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What I do like, you know what? Like I said, I'm just a little bummed with this whole James Harden thing. It doesn't have me excited looking for towards basketball. It doesn't. Because it's like, here we go again. At least with the Simmons thing, I was a little excited because I'm like, yo, you know what? Yo, he'd be scared to score anyway. So he'd be like he'd be soft with it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We could try to figure this out, right? But then we get Harden, and Harden's doing some, dishing the ball, this and that. I'm like, okay. Now here we go, another situation with this shit. I'm like, so it's not exciting. It's not exciting at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, my excitement would have been, happy to go to the game this past Wednesday at the Wells Fargo. But I'm like, for what? Like,
You go out for a preseason game?
yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, I went to one last year, I think.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Towards the end, though, not the first one. Though.
Okay.
I used to go to the first one. I'm like, damn, expecting to see people and then nobody's playing. I'm like, oh, nah.
Not even on the bench.
What did you guys think of what LeBron did the other day?
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah.
So first half, he plays the first half of the preseason game.
Okay.
Second half, he comes out dressed in his streetwear, and he's eating like a meal on the bench.
That's why they call him King James, right?
I mean, I
He
feel
can do that.
Yeah, I feel like at this point in his career, he.
I think that's so extra.
Pat Bev can't do that, though.
That's so extra. Like,
Of course.
Like I didn't realize he ate the meal. I thought he just got.
he's got like a Tupperware thing.
a Tupperware.
Yeah, like,
wow. You got some spaghetti and meatballs.
So it was definitely like some, one of his meals.
Meal preps.
Yeah, he's got a fork and everything. He's eating on the bench.
a factor meal.
See? Yeah. Well, you know what? It's training. He was being extra though.
He
You know what I'm
was.
saying?
I mean, he's
you're right about that.
he's always
You know
over
what I
the
mean?
top.
Just stay in. If you're on your time, I gotta eat at this time. Then just stay in the back and eat, and
Then come back out.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
And he changed. Like he went and showered and everything.
Everything. Yeah. He had the fresh outfit on. Everything was funny. I mean, but that's that's what he does.
Yeah.
Then I saw he was, he posted his daughter playing volleyball. He's always a little extra.
Yeah.
Yelling out there.
Well, you know what?
She
Listen.
looked good though as a volleyball player.
You know what? Listen, at the end of the day, I'm like, he could do that. He put that work in. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't do that. You know what I mean?
Most people can't.
Most people can't do that, but he could do that. You know what I mean? So, and I think, how did LeBron look? It looked good.
I didn't even watch that.
Oh, you know why? Okay, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, but it's just sad though. You know what I mean? So I hope Daryl can just in closing this this segment, like I just hope Daryl can get him out of here, man. Bring something.
I mean, that's the thing. You just want to get something that's going to be.
What about
playable.
Buddy Hield? They're not going to let go of him, huh?
No, they will. They said he's on the trade block. But do they want? That's the problem. It's not about who we can get. It's about who will take it.
What do you think we need?
Well, when you
Another shooter? Another shooter?
Yeah.
So when Embiid's double team,
We don't have a shooter. We need a shooter. Maxey can shoot.
he can shoot a little bit, but he's not a shooter.
Yeah.
Right. We need like a Redick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curry type.
Steph Curry, yes.
Steph Curry, quiet as kept, he can shoot, man.
Like, I'd rather have Seth Curry than Oubre.
Yeah, man.
I'd rather have Seth Curry. I don't even know who. I'd rather have Seth Curry than Pat Bev.
Yeah, if you need a shooter.
In general, I'd rather have Seth Curry than Pat Bev. But I'd rather have Melton than Seth Curry.
Because of the defense.
Yeah.
Because he can do both. Now, he can't shoot it as well.
But he can shoot a little bit too, though. He can shoot a little bit too. We need a shooter though.
But we need a Buddy Hield type, like a legit shooter. I mean, Buddy Hield's probably the worst defender in the league, though.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Oh man, he's awful. We need somebody.
He makes Seth Curry look like a lockdown.
And the thing about it is, the guy that we need is the guy that nobody's gonna let go, because that's what everybody needs.
Yeah.
Those wing shooters
The wing
who can
shooter.
play defense.
That's right.
You keep seeing like the rumor about like Zach LaVine.
I don't want him.
And I don't even think that's a real.
I don't want him. He's a selfish ball player.
I mean, if you can get him for James Harden,
I don't want him. That's the clinical angle. I don't want him.
that's the fan angle. But
That's the clinical angle. Selfish.
So if you said Harden for Zach LaVine right now, straight up, you wouldn't do it?
No.
okay, I think you're in a boat. Very few.
Well, the clinical angle is always in a boat with very few. You know what I'm saying?
You'd rather just
You got the same type of player. Just one's younger. Same type of player.
One's gonna actually play, and one would probably love to be here.
The only thing I would love about him coming here is that it'll bring back like the Julius type of dunks and whatever, like Iguodala used to do. Nobody really dunks it down in Philly like Iguodala. That's the last dunker we had, right?
Yeah.
Iguodala. We don't have no dunker.
Yeah, but
You know
I think like Coach said,
So he'll come and be a dunker.
I think he would re-energize him, and I think he would
He's
bring.
selfish, bro.
I think he'd bring a new life to the
Selfish.
team. I would be
he's
excited.
selfish. He's all about him, and you could see it. You could see it, and I'm surprised analysts that don't call him out on it.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
exactly-
he's never been. Since he's become one of the better players in the league, he's never been on a good team.
I don't know how true that is, though. Them both teams wasn't that bad. He got him and DeRozan out there, right? You got him, DeRozan. Who was that? Vucevic. They're decent. They got some talent out
Yeah,
there.
but they never had a team that had like title aspirations.
At one point, when Lonzo was getting busy,
They were the top team in the league until Alonzo got hurt.
Oh, okay, so he had some moments though, right? I'm not saying that. Okay, yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
This
he's
guy tells me how bad DeRozan is all the time. Now you
no.
want to throw DeRozan's name in.
No, I'm just saying though. But they had a nice little team with Lonzo. I think they had like 1 year,
And
right?
not even. He got hurt at like a quarter way into the season.
Really?
And he hasn't played since.
But he was looking good with Lonzo.
Yeah.
He was looking really good. I can't front on that.
I don't know, man. I think if you tell me Zach LaVine's coming to the Sixers tomorrow, that changes my outlook on this team.
Nah,
Like as far as my excitement goes.
not me. He's selfish.
You're still okay. I mean,
I see him, man. He be hating on DeRozan. He be hating on him. DeRozan could be cooking. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what it's like? It reminds me of Kyrie and Dion Waiters. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie be cooking. Dion like, no, all right, my turn. I got to shine too. I can get busy too. That's what it reminds me of.
25 a game, 38% from three,
What's from the field?
49.
Oh,
well, see, yeah, I mean,
nah.
I always like that.
And that's as the guy.
So you're telling me you wouldn't be excited about a big three of Maxey, Levine, and Embiid?
We're still terrible defensively, but
I don't think he's a superstar.
we don't need a superstar. That's the
Okay,
thing.
is he?
The question is, can he play in that role? That's the question. And I see what you're saying. Is he's going to want to try to overshine?
I'm trying to tell you, like,
I just don't know if that's true. I would be willing to take that gamble.
the clinical angle.
The angle's about to run its course.
The clinical angle, man. No, nah. You know who would have been really good? Jaylen Brown.
Well, yeah, but I
Right,
mean,
but that's nobody. No, what did you say? The guy that we need, nobody's gonna want to get rid of. Right? That is who would be the wonderful in that role. The Tatum.
well, yeah, I mean that's like saying
Jimmy.
Steph Curry instead of Seth Curry.
Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy, yeah,
That type. Not.
goth Jimmy or regular Jimmy?
I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, nah. Those type of Paul George type.
And the problem with any of those guys is you have to give up Maxey.
You gotta give Maxey. You gotta give up something, right?
Mhm.
So you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
I mean, that's what you have to look and see what guys are out there that potentially you could unload. But it's gonna have to be a
I will say Levine. I don't think Levine's happy in this situation.
no, but you're gonna have to be a three. It's gonna be a 3-team deal, I think. But who knows?
I don't know who it is though. It's not Oubre. Even though Oubre's
I mean, Tobias has got to go.
well, Tobias going after this year, right?
No, but I'm saying if you're going to trade somebody, he's going to be in it because the team you're trading is going to want
he's got the expiring.
to get rid of his
right?
deal.
That's an interesting question, though.
Tobias could be it if he was just. I don't know. Is it more aggressive, or you think he's just showing us everything in his palette?
I
I don't know.
I think consistent aggressiveness, but I think there's also a level for him. Like he's always going to be a solid player, but he's not going to be what his contract warrants.
Maybe so. I don't know.
But I think that's a great question. If
Yeah.
Embiid went to the front office and said, "I want my guy James Harden here,"
he doesn't want him.
no, I'm just saying hypothetically. If he said, "Listen, if you don't re-sign him, you should start looking to trade me."
I think Embiid could tell that Harden was a little jealous of him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he getting on. Harden's not used to not getting the shine. And then what they said that he did with the All-Star thing, I thought that was like selfish.
Yeah,
And then you guys, I don't know if we talked about the whole, with Udoka. You know what I'm saying? And him saying that, he's trying to get back to, being that scoring champ and showing everybody what's good. And Udoka like, nah, that ain't what I want here. That's not what we want from you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he thought, that's what I'm saying. He thought Van Fleet was a better fit than Harden.
Would you take Van Vliet here instead of Harden?
Absolutely.
well, there you
Van
go.
Vliet's a better fit everywhere instead of Harden.
But that's my point. Van Fleet ain't no superstar.
Right.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
a shooter who's all first team, who's second team all defense.
And he is the teams wanted him more than Harden.
For sure.
You don't think that should humble Harden?
I think it should.
Yeah, but nothing's going to.
But from the clinical angle,
It's not.
he's not. He's not wired
There
that
it
way.
is.
He's
There
not
it
wired.
is. From the clinical angle,
not.
Harden is not wired.
He's
that
not
way.
wired that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Yep.
You know, it's all good. I'll get into my season as it is. But last year, I thought we really had a chance to win the title. I don't see that this year.
I mean,
see it this
I
year.
don't
Well,
either.
there's a
But
bunch. Yeah, teams are.
teams are good. Teams are better, and the Sixers are on.
Teams were better last year too, but we
Not like this.
yeah. I mean, you know, you got a point, but
It's going to be a struggle.
yeah,
But I mean, we'll be there. I'll talk to you in the play when it comes to playoffs.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
well, listen. With that said, I know we gotta wrap up, get towards the end. So, Coach, what's your final thought tonight? Today,
I just want to, I guess on a serious note, just send my thoughts and prayers to all the people of Israel with everything that's going on there. Myself working at a Jewish school, a lot of people have been personally impacted by everything that's going on. And so for me, not really knowing before all of this, not really knowing the ins and outs of what was going on to last weekend to be kind of hit with everything was kind of humbling and eye-opening to what's out there in the world, and it's pretty crazy. So definitely just want to give my support to all the people of Israel, all of the people that in my life that have been affected and will continue to be, and just thoughts and prayers out to all of you.
Yeah, sure enough.
you know, it's crazy you bring that up, and you know it is, and it kind of is one of those humbling situations where it's like we're sitting here every day complaining about dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they forgot my cold foam at Starbucks, and yet that's what's going on, and in other countries of the world too. But but that right now, so absolutely prayers out there. Jay, your thoughts?
I mean, same sentiments. I stand with my Israeli brothers, sisters, and the whole community, and just the fact that they have to be affected that way, and families of individuals that they may know over there that were affected and stuff like that. You must stand, and I don't want to. I do want to say that there's been some. Some people, well, I don't want to say people, I'll just say that there's been perspective of, because I don't know the whole situation, you know what I'm saying? So then, but you hear, that's even like a debate, right? Like that whole situation is a big debate. But the one thing I don't understand is that, and this is mine, I don't want to speak to nobody's disrespect or anything, but the God I serve put us here to love. So to kill and have people lose lives, and you don't have no sympathy, no compassion, that I don't understand that. Like that moral fabric or fiber I don't have. You know what I'm saying? So I have to, anybody that's affected by anything that's horrific and tragic, I'm going to automatically stand with them and stand with that community and stand. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that, we need to stop all this hate and bring more love into the world, and just be more appreciative of all of our cultures, because all of our cultures suffer in various different ways at variant degrees, and they all need to have the same representation of support when something tragic and horrific happens. And I think that that's what we need to do for all cultures. So of course I stand with everybody that's going through something, especially our Israeli brothers, sisters in that whole community, because somebody I might have went to school with, you know what I'm saying? Or my kids go to school with is affected by that. You know what I'm saying? So, absolutely. My heart goes out. My heart goes out. And I think that America's heart should go out too. And I think that everybody that's listening to this podcast, their heart should go out, because you're here to love. And if you don't understand what those individuals or that community or that culture's going through, then something's wrong with you.
Well said. Listen, I'm going to say I'm not even going to go any kind of sports related, final thought. And I agree that, just the thoughts and prayers out to everybody going through it. Like Jay, you hit a nail on the head. Stand with everybody, support everybody, and bring that same energy. And like you said, Coach. So with that said, we appreciate everybody watching. And as always, catch us next time and appreciate everything. And prayers out for everyone.